Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to take our brainstorm of our informational writing and we're going to piece it together and create our final draft of our informational writing. So what we've done is we first read the Scholastic News and we gathered our facts about the world's most dangerous animal, and we chose what type of writing we wanted to do. We decided that either we were going to write some facts about the cat along with some just some facts about it, or we said that we could write an informational piece with facts about the cat as well as including how it is an endangered animal. And so I'm going to just show you using that particular way. This is my brainstorm of the cat and how I told you a little bit about it, and I added that it is endangered in my topic sentence. Remember what we said, that if whatever you write in your topic, you need to make sure that's what you tell about. So if I included the fact that it's endangered, then I need to include a section down in the body of the writing about the cat being endangered. If I didn't want to tell about that and just tell you some facts, then that's fine too. But I'm going to use this particular piece. And the first thing I want to do when I start, so what you want to do is you're going to take this and you're going to rewrite your story on a piece of notebook paper and making sure really all your work's been done. You're just copying over your sentences, and you want to just take out some of the things like you don't want informational writing. Instead of that, you want to put a title. But let's get started first with our name. Don't forget your name goes in the upper right hand corner, and then you want to put the date right under that, or you can put the date above it, whichever. And so we're going to put 5/6/20. And then instead of it saying informational writing, let's make it a nice catchy title. If depending again on whatever version you want to write about. Since I am writing about the cat and how it's dangerous and endangered, I'm just going to make a nice short title called, let's see here, Dangerous and Endangered. Dangerous and Endangered. And that will hopefully make the reader want to read to find out what is dangerous, what is endangered. And if you just wrote about the other one, you can write about something like cute but dangerous, or just remember that a title needs to be short, but it's also like a sneak preview of what your story is about or what you wrote about. And don't forget to capitalize all parts of your title, with the exception of little small words like the word and. So that's why I put a capital D and a capital E. So then we're ready to transfer our first paragraph. This is our topic sentence. You don't need to, when you rewrite it, you do not need to say topic sentence. Instead, you just want to start with the topic sentence, and you do want to indent it. Now, you don't have to highlight. All I did was I highlighted the sentence starters, but I don't really need to highlight any of that. So I'm just going to take my highlight out, as if I'm cheating just a little bit by just copy and pasting. But when you do it, you just rewrite everything. And as you rewrite it, also be proofreading it to make sure that it makes sense. So, did you know that there's a fierce small cat called the black-footed cat? Question mark. It is the world's most dangerous cat, but it is becoming endangered. So I think that sounds fine. I'm ready for my next paragraph, which is fact one. So I'm just going to, when I transfer it, I don't want to write fact one. I just want to indent, and I'm going to start it with the sentence starter. But again, I don't need to highlight the sentence starter. I'm just going to put no color there, and you can tell that it's a brand new paragraph because I indented. I don't even really have to skip a line if I don't want to, but you do need to move over 5 spaces. Now I'm ready for fact 2 about my dangerous and endangered cat. And I'm just going to indent 5 spaces. And again, I do not need to highlight anything at all, so I'll just take out that. And then I'm finally ready for fact 3. Okay, transfer that to my paper, indent, and I'm going to take out the highlight there. And then don't forget to include your closing statement. So let's see here. I'm going to move over 5 spaces, and then my story is complete. I had to go onto a separate sheet because I used a bigger font, but that's all part of the same paragraph. I don't have to. So when you're finished, I'm going to make my font just a little bit smaller so that you can see what it should look like. So let me make it down. 18 is fine. And you can see now how my story, I've got my name, my date, my title. I've skipped a couple lines, and then I started my opening paragraph by indenting. Then even though I have this space right here, I don't want to use that because my first fact is a completely different paragraph. So my first fact, I moved down to the next line, indented 5 spaces, and then I'm same thing for the next paragraph. You can easily see by indenting where I'm talking about something different each time. And then on down to my closing paragraph. Oops, I didn't take that out, so I need to just move that over. And remember, your closing is a quick little short sentence similar to your opening. So when I'm finished, you'll have an extra day this week to work on this because we are just now on Wednesday and you still have tomorrow to work on it. So if you don't finish copying it over, you may still be editing it. And when you do finish copying it over, you just want to double check and make sure, read it out loud, read it to your parents, read it to your brother or sister, make sure that it makes sense, make sure you included all your punctuation marks, capitalization. Every time you have a period or question mark, the next word in the sentence should start with a capital letter. And read your sentences just to make sure that it makes complete sense. So mine now says, dangerous and endangered. Did you know that there's a fierce small cat called the black-footed cat? It is the world's most dangerous cat, but it is becoming endangered. You may be surprised to learn the black-footed cat is smaller than a house cat, but it is a great hunter. The black-footed cat catches mice, lizards, and spiders. And I did make sure that I put my comma there in between. That's called commas in a series. It can even catch a bird out of the air. If I wanted my reader to read that like, wow, it can even catch a bird, I might want to just put an exclamation mark instead of a period. It is better at hunting than big cats. And then I move on to my next paragraph. There are many reasons why scientists are worried that the black-footed cat will become endangered. There are not very many left in the wild. People are building buildings and houses in their habitat. This kills some of the animals that the cat hunts, so they don't have any food left. And then my next paragraph, let's take a look at how scientists are working hard to protect the cat. Some are putting tracking collars on them. This will help them locate them to keep them. And see, I forgot my, at first I thought I forgot my period, but I see now that that word goes up there. To keep them safe. Some scientists are even tracking the cats and taking them to a safe environment like a zoo. And then my closing statement, or 2 sentences here. Now you can see how this small cat is fierce but endangered. Let's hope the scientists can help save it. So my informational piece is complete. And if I want to, on Thursday now, tomorrow, I can just illustrate my story if I want, or anything to make it even a little bit more exciting, or I can just say that I'm complete and yay for me, I'm a day early.